So I was going to make a video on conservation biology this week, but I had a lecture yesterday which really tied in well with some of the stuff I read in The Lady and the Panda, which I mentioned in my previous video. So because of this, I'm going to talk about foraging behaviour in animals instead. When it comes to consuming food, animals can either be generalists or specialists, and we have the ability to estimate what an animal may be by using certain equations and graphs. However, the equations and graphs we can make about a foraging behaviour in animals are based on assumptions, and these assumptions are correct, but they do not take into account other aspects that occur within a population, an individual, or an animal's environment. This means that whilst it might be better for an individual to be eating only one particular food, their need to perform other behaviours like sexual displays or territory protection may cause them to be generalists rather than specialists. Now, I mentioned the book The Lady and the Panda because pandas are pretty well known as being a specialist. When people think of pandas, they tend to think of them eating bamboo, but this is not the case. Pandas are actually capable of surviving on a variety of different foods, and it is not just bamboo. This was thanks to Ruth Harkness bringing the first live panda into America, which allowed people to study it hands-on and understand its eating habits and other behaviours. They were able to work out that it could survive on foods other than bamboo, including things like apples and bread and certain types of milk. There have also been accounts of pandas eating meat in the wild, with some scientists claiming that when studying pandas they have found small fragments of bones in the panda's faeces. So why is it that an animal would choose to be a generalist or a specialist? The optimal foraging theory predicts that animals will feed in the way which maximises their energy intake per unit of time. However, the animal must take into account other environmental factors when deciding what it should eat. Things that impact the animal's decision of what food to eat can include dietary considerations, such as is the food they're planning to intake potentially poisonous and will it give them enough nutrition? Time considerations, such as how long will it take them to find the food and how long it will take them to eat it and how hungry they are. They also must consider the environmental condition, things like are they being hunted or are other conspecifics looking for food. In a place where a resource is available in excess, then an animal may more likely be a specialist because it has constant access to a food source which has been proven to be nutritionally beneficial to it. On the other hand, in an environment where resources are not as abundant, it would be more beneficial for the animal to be a generalist and get lots of nutrition from lots of different areas. It is very important to remember that when looking at the way an animal forages, that the animal does not have all the information, and the way they are behaving is based on the information they have available. As scientists, we are able to extrapolate more data than they are, and the method that they are using may not be the most optimal way that they can get energy. However, the animal will not necessarily know that. This means that we can only estimate the way that a species, individual, or population will choose to get their food. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe to see more similar content. I upload videos every Tuesday.